Hello fellow dirt bikers, thank you for clicking on today's video. Today we are at Dream MX, just south of Marlette, Michigan on the 2022 KTM 150 SX. And Dream MX is unique in the fact that it is one of the few hard-packed Michigan tracks. When you think of Michigan, you think of like Super Croup, Sandbox, Ogama, some of the West Coast tracks, which are mostly like a sand slash looser soil. Us Michigan guys, we're always running the scoop tire. And this track is unique in the fact that it is, you probably actually don't want to run a scoop. It's like that hard packed. They do have soft sections in the track and some of the corners have deeper sections to it, but this is definitely a track to where like maybe you should take off your scoop tire and throw on like an MX-34 or something like that. But it is the closest track to my house. I like going there. I honestly, throughout my couple years of riding, I started off and I was like, I hate the sand. I can't ride the sand. This is so hard. I wish there was a hard packed track. And then a couple years later, Dream MX opens up and I've had more experience on the bike and I'm like, actually I kind of lean more towards sand, soft soil tracks. I don't know why. I kind of like them. I think there's a little bit of an aspect too, is like if you go down or crash on this hard packed stuff, it's like, it's almost kind of like hitting cement, which, you know, that's not good, that hurts. But in the previous couple videos that I've done so far in this format, I've talked mostly about like my riding technique and how I feel. I am going to do that in this video, but I do just want to touch on Dream MX as a track itself. So on this day, it was a Sunday, they ride Saturday and Sunday, and they told me that on this day, it was going to be the last Sunday where they did not prep. So they would usually prep, have a ride day on Saturday, and then Sunday you come to the track, and the track is pretty beat up, which is what you're seeing right now in the footage. And they told me from now on that they are going to actually start prepping for the Sunday sessions, which if you're watching this video and you're like, man, this track looks pretty beat, well, you won't have to worry about that so much just because they're going to start prepping now, which is cool. Another thing is that it's $40 to ride there, which out of Super Coupes is $35, Sandbox is $25, so it's kind of on the higher scale. The way that I look at it though is that they are a newer track, and I'm okay with paying that $40 just because I know that they're trying really hard to improve their facility. I know they just got RVs and hookups and stuff that you can rent out. And they're trying to flesh this out to be, you know, a really nice track. So $40 is a little expensive for riding, but that's okay, you know, because I know if we invest money into the track's just going to get better. So like I said earlier, I'm on the scoop tire. This scoop tire specifically needs to be switched out and is near the end of the life. So that's why I rode it. Figured if I destroy it, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, if you guys don't want to wreck your MX-14 or whatever scoop tire you're running, I would advise probably switching them out because it's a hard packed track and I think it's going to eat it up. So it sucks because the first time I went there was last year and they had a back section of the track that was really fun, and then they kind of have that closed off and they have the back of the section of the track kind of detoured around. I'm pretty sure that's to do with water and drainage, which I can't blame them, you know, but I do miss that part of the track. I'm really hoping that in the future that they bring that section back. So overall, if you've never been to Dream, I think it's worth it to check it out. I think if you're a beginner, it's also a really good track because like I said, when I started riding, I would go to these sand tracks and just be like, oh my God, I cannot ride. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I just wish that I could ride something that's not sand. This is the track for you. If you really like sand, it's still worth it to check out and just ride something a little bit different. I was like riding, I'm like, this must be like what California people think or like feel because, you know, it's pretty unique for Michigan standards. So in terms of my riding on this day, I mean, I was pretty stoked on myself, mostly just because there's that like really little double that's sweeping right, and then it's like 4 rollers into a bigger double. I was jumping the small double before the sweeping right, and then shifting up a gear and getting enough speed to like jump like double the rollers, I guess, which if you guys haven't watched a video of mine previously, I've kind of stressed that like jumping is a fear of mine. I'm like really cautious with it. It's hard to like commit and do. So by doing that, I was like, I was pretty happy with myself. Granted, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. You can laugh if you want, but for me, it's okay. It's a win. I'll take it. I was just mostly like trying to work on corners, and with this track and that poopy scoop tire, it is almost kind of like, it's weird. I almost had to train my brain a little bit different because I couldn't just wick the throttle like most of like Super Coupes or Sandbox, to where like you're in that sandy loam and you just kind of like dump the clutch and throttle and you just go, whereas like this will get wheel spin since it's a hard packed track, so you almost kind of got to be easy with your throttle. It's fun. It was a lot of fun, you know. I will say that I guess I'm not going to talk too much about my riding because there's nothing like really specific. I just want to say that this bike is so damn good, dude. I love this thing. It kind of makes me sad that KTM went to the fuel injected stuff because like I don't really want to mess with that. But this 150, it's just like a 125 on 5 doses of steroids. And it just rips, man. So I think I'm gonna plan on doing a build overview of this bike. Kind of maybe do it like a MXA Racer X kind of style feature video. So if you guys are interested in that, subscribe. That's gonna be coming soon. But yeah, guys, so I guess I'm just gonna kind of wrap this up because I don't really got much to say. Track was fun, you know, I was a little hammered. I'm looking forward. I'm actually probably gonna go back pretty soon here. My nephew wants to try riding his dirt bike on a track for the first time, and Dream MX also does have a kids track, so we're gonna go there and I'm gonna give him, you know, or like try to show him the ropes on how to ride a track, and then we're gonna go back there, and if I go there on a Sunday, the track should be prepped. So we'll do a little bit of a comparison between this day, which was no prep, kind of rough, versus a prep track. So looking forward to it. If you guys like this stuff, please subscribe, drop some comments on what you guys want to see next. Maybe like if there's a specific track that you want to see me go to, I'll try to make it out there. If you are a Michigan resident and you go to these tracks as well and you see me, come say, hey, what up, dude? I mean, there's no harm in it. You can come say hi. I'd gladly like to rip with any of you guys that are watching these videos because I appreciate you watching. And yeah, I think I'm just kind of dragging out now, so. But yeah, guys, so thank you for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, you know, and I'll see you in the next one.